Breaking news now. The Ukraine has received M1 Abrams tanks in order to combat Russia. All 31 M1 Abrams main battle tanks, MBTs, promised to Ukraine have been delivered, along with ammunition and spare parts, the U.S. Army Europe and Africa Command confirmed this week. Ukrainian soldiers who had trained with American troops in Germany on American-made tanks have also returned home. "We've done what we said we'd do." Colonel Martin O'Donnell, USARAF spokesman, told Voice of America that moving forward, it is up to Ukraine to decide when and where to deliver this capability. "I anticipate that Ukraine will exercise caution in its application." While the Abrams tank is impressive in its own right, O'Donnell was quick to point out that it is by no means a panacea. Ukraine's resolve to succeed is the single most important factor. Kiev's unprovoked war with Russia was aided by American tanks, as confirmed by Vice President Joe Biden in January. VOA also reported that the first shipment of M1 Abrams had arrived in September. When exactly the U.S.-made MBTs will be sent to the front lines is anyone's guess. American thrash metal. The most recent American aid shipment included depleted uranium Abrams shells. The leftover radioactive material from uranium enrichment is still powerful enough to penetrate standard tank armor. The rounds are still slightly radioactive, but they cannot cause a nuclear chain reaction like an atomic bomb. However, 120 mm uranium tank rounds are incredibly heavy, and they can actually catch fire if they break through armor. The United States developed the ammunition during the Cold War specifically to destroy Soviet tanks like the T-72 MBTs that are now widely used by the Russian military. Russia has blasted the United States for not caring about the environmental risks of depleted uranium and has called Washington's decision to send the weapons to Ukraine an act of criminality. Dozens of discussions have been held with leading experts, environmental activists, medical doctors, and specialists in the chemical interactions in nature between minerals and living beings, and hundreds of materials have been compiled as a result. The United States, however, couldn't give a hoot, Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Ryabkov told TASS last month. Also, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said that the U.S. M1 Abrams won't tip the scales in America's favor, and that other Western-supplied MBTs, especially the German-made Leopard 2, have been destroyed in the fighting. The Kremlin spokesman acknowledged that Abrams tanks are formidable weapons, but reminded listeners of the president's comments about tanks manufactured in other countries. To which Abrams responds, "Well, these Abrams, too, will burn." There is no such thing as an invincible tank, not even the Abrams. The only question is how much damage the American MBTs can do. Peter Susiu is a senior editor for the Michigan-based website 1945. During his 20-year career in journalism, he has written for over 40 different publications and had over 3,000 articles published.